Bum 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 bum. I cannot believe what we're looking at. It's so magical. It's so exciting. It's so heartwarming. It's so beautiful. It's so friendly. It's breathtaking. It's glorious. It feels like it's been forever. It's the sometimes vlog, yeah. It's a vlog that happens sometimes. I had a dream, and the dream that I wished came true. I am finally home. I just traveled across 15 states and countless thousands of miles. We looked at all kinds of historical things, interesting things, weird things, even some Disney things. It's hard to believe that less than 2 weeks ago I was standing in the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. But there's no place like home, and nothing like the original. I finally made it back to Disneyland. It might be just that I'm so overwhelmingly tired, but for once in my life I feel kind of awestruck and speechless. Just look at this place. Look at Walt Disney's original theme park. It might be smaller and maybe less impressive to some people who are used to Walt Disney World or Paris or something like that, but what Disneyland lacks in size, it makes up for in absolute charm. It may look a whole lot different than it did while Walt Disney was alive, but the care and attention to detail lovingly bestowed on every little part of this place just makes it so special. I almost like leaving because every time I come home, I almost get to rediscover this place. A lot of annual pass holders and people who come to Disneyland or other theme parks, but mostly Disneyland a lot, will be like, get out of my way, I need the new pin. Watch out, I need to get on Pirates of the Caribbean. Sometimes I just want to grab some of them and shake them and be like, stop! Look around! Smell the roses! I was trying really hard to find a rose to sniff to illustrate my point, but all I found were these carnations down here, but a rose by any other flower would still sniff this bees down there. You gotta be careful. You never can tell with bees. Isn't it gorgeous here? Normally when I'm gone for a little while, the first thing I do is rush to Disneyland. I'm back home, I'm back at Disneyland. But because I was gone for so long on this last trip, when I came back this time, I wanted to spend a couple days with my son with absolutely no filming or any other distractions, just me and him. So we went down to San Diego and had some fun at the zoo. Checked out the Natural History Museum, saw a lot of whale bones actually. They were nothing to me though, Monstro. I swear, it was just a one-time thing with a couple of other whales. Pigged out on pizza and watched the new Ninja Turtles movie. Ooh, he spit. Hey, no spitting, Monstro. Freaking whales. Now, as you can imagine, after driving all the way across the country and then spending 2 days in like one of the biggest zoos ever and the biggest parks ever, I am feeling a little bit worn out and exhausted. So I'm gonna try and keep the vlog short and sweet and close to home for the next couple of days as I readjust to the home life. But how could I not bring you guys here on my first return to my spiritual home, at least, Disneyland. Oh, it's nice to see the original outdoor facade of Small World again. For those of you who've never seen the original at Disneyland, you queue up over here, you come down, you load onto your boats outdoors, and then your boat circles around and goes inside of the facade here, inside underneath the clock tower, before you proceed on the original happiest cruise that ever sailed. What a simple thing, a big room with some boats and a couple of dolls singing a song. Yeah, it's brought happiness to millions, probably more happiness than annoyance, although there are the people who cannot stand that song in there. Which type of person are you? Can you stand the song, or do you love the song? Personally, I'm a huge fan, and the style and the sentiment of the thing, you know, the plea for world peace and all that, sort of outweighs any annoyance I might have with the redundancy of it, but that's just me. My friend Tyler, he won't even get on, he won't even get near this thing. I always miss the Matterhorn the most when I don't see it for a while. It's not even just a love for the ride or a love for Yetis. I grew up like basically across the street from Disneyland. My grandparents lived across the street the other way, all that kind of stuff. And so I used to see the Matterhorn, because you can see it from outside of the park, every single day just about. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say almost every single day for real. It's kind of like the water tower of my hometown or something, you know? It's got a lot of symbolic meaning for me. Oh, it's the new Autopia. Look at the new Autopia cars. They have a Honda logo on the front now and a new paint job. But other than that, they don't look too different from the old Autopia cars. So fans of 90s Autopia will be stoked. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. Hello there, Scout. Hey, that's my dog's name. Weird. If you've ever gone away from your house for like a long time, it can be kind of weird when you come home and you get up in the middle of the night and stuff, you keep bumping into stuff because you're not quite readjusted back to like where everything is, you know? Weirdly, I don't get the same thing at Disneyland. Like last night I hit my shins about 15 times on different stuff. But today I come here, I'm looking down at my phone, I'm walking around, I'm not bumping into anybody or any fences or anything. It's like I know Disneyland better than I know my own living quarters. Look at that right there. That is a sexy monorail. I think I've finally broken my brain because I've eaten here so much that if I even catch a glimpse of the launch bay over here or of Space Mountain, I immediately start salivating. It's almost guaranteed now that if I step into Tomorrowland, pizza will be in my future. Oh, look at this. They've slightly changed the layout of the entrance here and changed the way that they have the counters where they dispense the trays. They're also trying pretty hard to sell us these glasses here. What do you think, huh? Chewie here, Kylo Ren. And then at the other restaurant they have a BB-8 and a Stormtrooper. Are any of you big souvenir cup people? Like, do you have to have the souvenir cup? These just remind me that in 1985, Burger King made some Mark Twain cups for Huckleberry Finn's anniversary. And I still really want those. Also in the 80s, there were some Star Wars ones from some other fast food restaurant that were epic that I really want. More than those. I feel like there's so many collectibles out there these days that it's like, what do you collect? How do you narrow it down? Excuse me, sir, I need to purchase a pizza from you, please. I need a hug. One pizza. Oh, hey, buddy. Look, it's my friend. Dun, 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 dun. Time to find a table. Waiting for my pager to beep. I sure hope my pizza is neat. How will it be? It's gluten-free pizza. Pretty good, sure as you eat. Pretty. This is lame. Look at it. Hi, guys. You know it's bad when I walk in here and everyone's like, hey, Justin! Oh, finally delicious gluten-free pizza. A whole pizza just for me. Man, you gotta give Macaulay Culkin props. It's harder than it looks. I made my family disappear. I am so happy to eat this. I was kind of hoping that would give me a boost, but now I'm just feeling all full and sleepy. So good to be home. Holy crap, look at these. These are new. Star Wars pressed pennies. Only they're not pressed pennies, they're pressed quarters, and it takes 4 of them. $1 to get one of these, but look how cool it looks inside. I bet when it's turning, the lights are glowing just as much as they are now. See, I almost don't want to look at anything new right now because I'm so tired I don't feel like I can appreciate it yet. Wake up, Justin. Oh, man. So tired, so crazy. I haven't even really seen any of my friends yet or done anything. Is it weird that I feel like I need to come to Disneyland and say hello to Walt Disney and see the castle before I say hi to all my friends again? Oh, gosh, I don't think so. Thanks, Goofy. You made me feel better. I think I definitely haven't fully decompressed from this road trip yet. I haven't fully decompressed because I'm half excited to be home and half like missing being out in the middle of the field, sacrificing peanuts to giant statues and weird stuff. I haven't even unpacked my bags yet. Part of the problem is that my home isn't my home. I don't have my own place yet still. So I've been on the hunt looking for different apartments and condos for rent in Orange County, but man, they are pricey. That's kind of a strange contrast, being a free agent and wandering wherever I wanted all over the country, and then coming back and thinking about locking myself into one place or one apartment for a while. It's a little bit like, ugh. Plus I don't own any furniture anymore, nothing. So there's a little bit of like, yeah, I'm home now, but I don't want to go to school today. See, look at Pele here. You guys remember that thing I bought on the trip in Hannibal, Missouri? The quote-unquote Tiki Man statue? That is this right here, Pele. Designed and sculpted by one of Walt's favorites, Imagineer Roland Fargo Crump. Rolly Crump! Boy, he did a heck of a job. These little grooves here are lines from plastic forks. Who would have thought a plastic fork could give you such a realistic wood texture? I wonder if Rolly would sign my copy of Pele. If there's anyone super good at sculpting or doing fiberglass molds of things, get in touch with me. Also, I might need to get myself a Nigendi the Earth Balancer for Pele to torment. Uh-oh, this is becoming a thing. Don't get me wrong, it'll be nice to have my own place to be able to rest and actually recuperate from trips and crazy stuff that I do. It's just hard to be like, okay, you're gonna settle down in this one spot after roaming around so much. It's too bad they won't let me live in the Tiki Room like I've been asking. I wouldn't have any regrets about that. Nice to be back in my favorite land, Adventureland. Whew, a bit busy today in the jungle. It's nice to see the world famous Jungle Cruise back in business. It was closed for so long, I was starting to think that that skipper school thing they had set up here was going to be permanent. I'm also relieved that all those rumors about a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson animatronic being in there turned out to be false. So far. All these lines are a little bit too busy for me to want to stand in them today. Not because they're all that long. I mean, that's really not that bad for the summer and everything. Just because the San Diego Zoo did a number on my knees and my feet. First part of the day there, I was thinking, yeah, I can't wait to come back with my regular camera and do a whole video here at the San Diego Zoo and show everybody what it's like. But by the end of the day, I was just thinking, can't wait till they make bionic legs. I'm gonna take 6 months off. Oh my gosh. Like, is it just me or is every zoo murder on the legs? It was worth it though, not just because I got to spend time with my son, but also, I finally, for the first time in my life, got to see a panda. And I can show you the clip I got right now. They mow the tree stuff, and even family members that come by, they'll attack the final. I mean, did you see how cute? There was a freaking panda! There was actually a 30 or 40 minute line on top of the zoo just being crowded and there being a lot of people there. You had to wait in a line for 30 or 40 minutes just to see the panda. And I was like, man, this isn't gonna be worth it. But you know, the young mind and fill his mind full of panda, I guess. And then I saw that panda. And it was totally worth it. My heart, pandas forever, I love you. Anyway, I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining, but the TLDR is my legs are sore, the lines are long. So I think priority number one for me for the next couple of days is rest, relax, say hi to all my friends I haven't seen in a month, admire this guy's mohawk right here. That takes me back to the old days. And over the next couple of weeks, come to Disneyland quite a lot. Today was more about just coming home for me and stopping to smell the roses. See, I finally did it. By the way, that smells fantastic. I don't actually know when the last time I smelled a rose was, but it's literally worth it. Oh my gosh, they really smell good. I actually can't believe how good that smelled. I wonder if the orange ones smell as good. Oh no, the orange ones smell disgusting. Anyway, I'm gonna be at Disneyland quite a lot over the next couple of weeks or so, and I can't wait to get back on some of these rides. Which makes me wonder, which makes me want to take a survey of you. If you could come to Disneyland and only watch one ride, or if you were at home watching YouTube and you could only watch a video of one ride, see one ride here, what would it be? Which ride would you pick? Oh, somehow it's becoming even more crowded here right now. I think there's still a lot of grad nights going on. Grad night season being when all the teenagers come like a horde, like a plague of locusts into the park. And every Instagram and every video clip gets photobombed with a million peace signs. Watch out, there's peace signs everywhere. I think the park filling up with wild teenagers is my perfect excuse to exit now. While I still can. The summer crowds are not. It is good to be home. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a semi-big announcement to make. But let's get out of the park before we make that announcement. Goodbye for today, Disneyland. Thank you for attacking me with balloons. I'm so happy to see you again, Jimberly. Mwah. I love you, buddy. Was that Belle? My true love? She's gone. Good night, Disneyland. See you real soon. Supposedly, we are in the final hours of Soarin' Over California over in DCA. The new show, Soarin' Over the Horizon, or as it's more popularly known, Soarin' Around the World, is all set to begin, supposedly, within a matter of hours, you know, 48 hours or so. So I'm gonna try and do my best to get up early tomorrow and see if I can't snag a spot on Soarin' before it goes bye-bye. You never know though, they say stuff like that all the time and then it'll go for another 5 weeks or something. You just never can tell with bees. See? Brace yourself. Teenagers are coming. Alright, almost time for the big announcement. Now, if you've been following me for any length of time or following me closely on social media, you'll know the #1 question that I get asked all the time is, when are you gonna be at Disneyland? Can you meet up with me at Disneyland? Well, I've tried to say it over and over again, but I guess the information is not really getting out there that I am not allowed to do that. In the first place, I kind of really never know when I'm going to be here. It's not like I have a schedule for being here. But more importantly, in the past, I've had Disney security tell me more than one occasion in the old days when I used to be like, yeah, sure, let's meet up. But I am not allowed to do meetups or anything that remotely resembles or looks like a meetup inside the park or on Disney property. That just happens to be their policy on the matter, and honestly, it kind of makes sense. People are supposed to be coming here to enjoy Disneyland, not to meet up with me, you know what I'm saying? Also, I really don't like the whole meetup thing in general. Don't get me wrong, I love randomly bumping into people and making new acquaintances, and I love it when people are like, hey man, I love your videos, and we talk, we take a fun pic. I love the random interactions, but the concept of like having a predefined meetup, on the few that I've been to with my other friends who are YouTubers and they've done theirs and I've gone along, you just get surrounded by people. Even if there's only 10 people, you get surrounded by people, and if you get stuck talking to this person for a long time and you're ignoring this person over here, I don't want to be rude to this person to go over here, but I don't want to neglect this person, and that kind of social interaction, that just gives me anxiety, honestly. So I've tried to sort of gently post about this before, like, hey guys, just so you know, I'm not allowed to do this. Please don't ask me when I'm going to be at Disneyland. I don't know. I'm not allowed to tell you, even if I do know. But then that totally backfires, because trust me, no matter what it is, you put it on the internet in writing, there's always going to be somebody who misinterprets it, and then people go like, you're being mean, people want to meet you and you're not being appreciative, the people want to meet you and you're not being grateful, and I promise you that is not it. It's just that not only is it honestly not my thing, just the whole meetup thing is just really not me, but I get stressed because I don't want to let everybody down, and I feel like I can't make everybody happy because I can't meet up with this person and go do this, and I can't have a big meetup because I get anxiety, and I'm not allowed to do it in here, and I'm not allowed to tell people that kind of stuff. So anyway, the TLDR is, that is why I don't answer those questions, I can't do that all the time, etc, etc, etc. I hope that you understand. But, having said that, for those of you who do want to meet up, I have some good news. My good friend and YouTuber, Adam the Woo, is moving away from Southern California, and before he goes, he has decided to do a meetup, and I have agreed to be sucked in to doing the meetup with him. According to the flyer on his Twitter, it will be on June 18th at 1 p.m. at the Puente Hills Mall in the City of Industry, California. I know I don't seem like I'm shy because I run around all crazy with a camera because I'm, you know, make jokes and all that kind of stuff, but I promise you I am. So if I'm awkward at this thing, I apologize in advance. I can't help it. I'm just awkward in real life. I'm just no. But this is happening. For all I know, this is the one time this is ever happening. Go to my Twitter, Justin Scard, or Adam the Woo's Twitter, Adam the Woo. This flyer will be on there. I don't really have much more information, but I'm pretty sure that Adam has done a couple of videos about it and talked about it a lot on his daily channel, The Daily Woo. So if you want more information, you can go over there. In the meantime, 15 states crossed, tons of videos created in the past month, 3 days in San Diego with my son, 2 of which were spent walking all over the place, and a partridge in a pear tree. I am a little bit tired, so for the moment I'm gonna go home and sleep well. This will be a chill week, but don't worry. We'll be back to having pretty crazy adventures soon, so I appreciate all of you that stay subscribed. I love all you guys that watch the videos and leave supportive comments and leave nice things behind. That is so awesome of you. And if you ever happen to see me around, I have absolutely no problem with people stopping when they happen to see me and saying hi and all that stuff and getting a fun pic together and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I, just like everybody else, have bad days where I'm sour, I'm down in the mouth, and then I always feel bad. Oh, that person's probably gonna think I'm a jerk, but really it's just that my stomach hurts or whatever it is. So please don't judge me too harshly. I am just a normal person like everybody else, and I really do love and appreciate all of you. LiveFastLifePortResPicture.com, Patreon, all that kind of stuff. I miss all the adventures with you guys, but I'm just so tired, so I'm gonna try and sleep it off and get back to full strength for adventure. Okay, go home, sleep well. Love you guys, bye.